In this video, we'll be discussing functionality associated with the release of eOrders Vocabulary Phase 2 within Orders Tracking. When you access Orders Tracking, first, you'll want to set up filters to organize your orders. Click on the Filter Admin icon. You'll find that the filtering options include options familiar to you from past versions of PrimeSuite, along with the options of Group Orders By and Concept Category. Group Orders By allows you to organize your orders in groups by Document ID, Orders Requisition ID, Patient ID, Visit ID, or None, which displays the traditional orders tracking design view. Make your selection as needed from the list. The Concept Category gives you the ability to further narrow your filtering. Select by concept and add single or multiple concepts as needed to the listing of choices. For example, you could create a filter to view only Pap smears. You could also create a filter and name it Diabetes and add all the pertinent labs and procedures to ensure that your patient is following the ADA guidelines for reporting purposes. The Concept Category adds all the concepts designated as part of a category. You can add single or multiple concept categories as well. And lastly, you can select Stat to add all the concepts that have been designated as Stat when originally ordered. In this example, I've chosen an ordering physician name, a status of returned, and grouped by visit ID. I don't want to filter by concept because I want to see all order concepts. Next, name the filter and choose Save. Let's run the filter. From this filter view, you can click on the column headers if you wish to change the sorting priority by that column. The exception is the Count column. This column represents the number of results received over the total number of orders. You have a couple of options for how you can approach reviewing the results. First, by clicking the plus sign next to the Visit ID, the list expands to reveal all the orders for that patient's visit. When you click the View Edit hyperlink in the Results column, the order detail for that line item will open. From here, you can follow the traditional workflow steps for signing the results, making your assessment, ordering follow-ups, as well as canceling the order or changing the status and viewing the orders rack. As you work through the listing, you can select the checkbox at the top of the Orders section to select all the orders in the list, or select individual orders, and then choose an order status at the bottom to apply to all the selections as needed. If you want to approach the results by the grouping view, click on the View Edit Group hyperlink on the Visit ID row. The Order Group dialog for that Visit ID opens. Across the top, when you click on the folder icon, you'll navigate away from the orders tracking into the patient's chart. Clicking on the plus sign reveals the patient's demographics information. The assessment, follow-up, and status fields at the top will apply any of the selected options from the drop-downs to all the orders. Beneath this area, you have a check mark next to the order name. By default, when you open the order group, all orders are selected. The orders for the visit appear in rows, and when you click on a column header, the information is sorted by that column. Any attached lab result documents appear in the Docs column for viewing and signing. To view an individual order result, click on the plus sign to expand, or you can use the expand and collapse icons in the Orders header to apply those actions to all the orders. From the expanded view, each order has 3 sections: Results, Assessment, and Follow-up. This view compresses the workflow steps you would normally take in the orders detail across multiple pages. If you need to add results manually, click on the plus sign next to Results. This opens the Result Entry dialog, and you can add any needed information to the Results row. This is discrete data and will flow into other areas of PrimeSuite, like your flow sheets and the results page. Click on the graph icon to view the historical results for any comparisons. You can indicate the general assessment and follow-up assessment specific to this order by using the drop-downs next to each of those fields in the order line header. Next is the assessment section. Select your specific assessment by checking an item from the list. This can be customized by the practice and are order specific, so any changes you make will impact other users as they use the same order in the future. You can add, delete, and reorder the listing by using the control icons in the assessment header. Remember, since these are global and order specific, it's a best practice to not add any that are patient specific. To enter patient specific assessment information, click on Additional Comments in the Results header. Also, if you want to be able to view the comments when you're previewing your results documents, be sure to list the comments under Order Group Comments. They will display under the Order History detail. Any of your results entry information does not display as part of the Order History detail. In the follow-up section, you'll need to use the same rules when you're taking any actions to manage the list of follow-ups using your control icons. Remember, these are global actions. Select a follow-up from the list to document. If you need to add patient-specific follow-up information, click on Additional Comments in the follow-up header to add the needed information. The task type defaults to Order Follow-up, but you can choose another task type if needed. Click the hyperlink in the Send To column to choose the task recipient. Indicate the priority and enter a due date as needed. The task status defaults to New, but you can also change it. If you have expanded all, it might be helpful to collapse the order before moving on to the next order. Don't forget to change the status of the order. If you want to apply overall assessment, follow-up, and order status to the group, first, deselect any orders from the list that you do not want included in this action. Then use the drop-downs and make your selections. They'll apply immediately on all selected orders. Once you're finished, take the Save and Close action before exiting. If you forget and choose the X, you'll be prompted with a reminder to save. The orders will be updated on your main filter view, and you can proceed to the next patient visit within Orders Tracking.